The film begins with a boy named Benjamin and his mother, Anna, coming back home. Anna gets scared when she receives a sudden call. Soon after, some police officers show up at their house. There, Anna quickly tells Benjamin to hide in the cupboard and not to come out until she says it's safe. Benjamin follows her instructions. From his hiding spot, Benjamin sees two men enter the house, one of whom is wearing a ring and a watch. 6 years later, Benjamin is now 16 years old. Ever since his mom left him, he's been living in an orphanage run by a man named Ahmed. Despite his young age, Benjamin is really good at hacking computers, and he has a friend online called Ghost. One morning, Benjamin hurried to school because he had an exam. When he got there, some of his friends paid him to hack into the school system and change their exam scores. Even though cheating is wrong, Benjamin didn't mind because he needed the money. But that morning was different because there was a new girl named Savannah. According to Benjamin's friends, Savannah has a troubled past with lots of bad behavior recorded at the orphanage. At that time, she was with her nanny, Ingrid, who told Ahmed that she's the new nanny for Benjamin. When Benjamin got to school, he got ready for the exam right away. Like always, he and the other students handed over their cell phones and pretended to focus on their laptops. The teacher supervising the exam reminded everyone to turn off their phones, but Benjamin ignored this rule on purpose. At that time, he had a secret plan. Benjamin had another phone hidden, so he called the one that was collected, making it ring and getting scolded by the teacher to turn it off. While the teacher was distracted, Benjamin plugged in a USB stick that he could use to hack into the teacher's computer. Once he connected it to his own laptop, he quickly changed the grades of his friends who had paid him. Savannah, who had just found out what Benjamin was up to, was impressed by his skills. After the exam ended, Benjamin just needed to collect payment from his friends. After that, Benjamin quickly stashed the payment in his bag, but Savannah approached him right after she saw him hacking the exam scores. She pleaded with Benjamin to help erase her bad record from the government database so she could find a foster family more easily. At first, Benjamin hesitated, but before he could answer, he was summoned to the teacher's room. A week earlier, the State Intelligence Department of Defense accidentally discovered Anna, who had been declared dead 6 years ago. So, the department's head, Larson, started looking for Anna's only son to confirm if it was really her. Larson also instructed his assistant, Peter, to meet with Benjamin and cooperate with the police. Back in the present, Peter, representing the Department of Defense, visits Benjamin's school along with Falcon, a cyber policeman who also wants to talk to Benjamin. At first, Benjamin is scared, thinking he might get in trouble for hacking the exam. But it turns out Peter actually wants to ask about Anna. Benjamin thought his mom had died, so seeing a video of her shocks him. As he watches Peter closely, Benjamin realizes Peter is the same guy who chased his mom, wearing the ring and watch. Curious about his mom's involvement with the government, Benjamin secretly installs a USB hacker to find out more. To protect himself, Benjamin lies and says the woman in the video isn't his mom. After hearing Benjamin's response, Peter and Falcon leave. But before they go, Falcon asks Peter about a mysterious group called the Patriots rumored to be trying to change the Constitution. Falcon heard Larson might be involved, but Peter laughs it off, saying the Patriots are just a silly rumor. Then, while all this is happening, Benjamin is hiding behind Peter's car, trying to install a device on Peter's phone to hack into it. At first, Peter almost spots Benjamin, but luckily Savannah steps in and distracts Peter, saving Benjamin from being caught. Finally, Benjamin agrees to help Savannah erase her bad records, but before they do that, he wants to find his mom. So he takes Savannah to an internet cave owned by a guy named Muge. There, Benjamin asks Savannah to help him distract Muge so he can hack without getting caught. Hearing that, Savannah agreed and then started talking to Muge to distract him, while Benjamin managed to hack into Peter's phone and found a file named Zeus. Soon after, he downloaded the file because he remembered it was related to his mother. But Larson found out about Benjamin's actions and ordered his men to find him. Benjamin realized he might get arrested for hacking into the CCTV network. Plus, Falcon and the police were also planning to arrest him. When the police arrived, they didn't attack Benjamin right away. They quietly approached Muge and asked him to stay silent. But when they checked the computer Benjamin had used, they found out he and Savannah had already left. At that time, Benjamin and Savannah dashed through the building near the internet cafe and slipped out through the back door, tricking the police who were guarding outside. After a nerve-wracking moment, they finally managed to escape safely. They decided to steer clear of internet cafes from then on. Benjamin also asked for Savannah's phone and tossed it away to avoid being tracked. Later, Benjamin smashed his own phone by the roadside to erase any evidence and to get away from police pursuit. But just then, Savannah's asthma flared up suddenly. She's an asthma sufferer and always carries an inhaler to help with her breathing. Feeling sorry for Savannah, Benjamin suggested they go home and rest. While watching the news on TV, they saw they were now considered fugitives. Benjamin knew they needed a plan to survive. Eventually, Savannah suggested they go to Ingrid's house. That evening, Ingrid and Benjamin were at their house talking about what had just happened. Benjamin had discovered some clues that suggested his uncle might still be alive. However, it was getting late, so Ingrid told them to go to bed. Benjamin couldn't sleep and decided to check some files on his laptop. One file, called Tarada, contained videos of a scientist named Anna. In one of the videos, Benjamin learned that his mother had created a program called Zeus, which could affect people's decisions. He also saw Peter in the video, which made him realize that his mother and Peter had a history together. The next morning, Benjamin woke up before anyone else and shared with Ingrid what he had been thinking about his mother. He felt hurt and confused because his mother had left him and had not been honest with him. Ingrid offered some wise advice, saying that if Benjamin's mother were still alive, she would surely find a way to stay connected with her child. Ingrid explained that as a mother who had lost her own child, she understood the importance of staying connected. Suddenly realizing something important, Benjamin immediately reached out to his online friend, Ghost, and asked if Ghost was actually his mother. Hearing that, Ghost confirmed this and suggested they meet in person. Ghost also warned Benjamin not to trust anyone else. Despite Ghost's warning, Benjamin decided to share the news with Savannah and Ingrid. Upon hearing this, Ingrid urged Benjamin to meet his mother, and Savannah agreed to go with him for support. However, when they arrived at the meeting place, Benjamin couldn't find his mother. Instead, he found himself surrounded by the police. Fortunately, Benjamin managed to escape, so Falcon asked him to negotiate. But Benjamin didn't trust Falcon and instead noticed a car with a picture of a pirate ship that always seemed to be following him. He was convinced it was his mother's car. Benjamin approached the car, carrying Savannah, so the men with his mother had to give permission first. With Falcon still chasing them, they were finally allowed to bring Savannah along. After a short while, they arrived at a ship docked in the middle of the dock. At that time, Benjamin was escorted inside and greeted by Ahmed, his former caretaker. There, Benjamin wasted no time and immediately asked where his mother was. Upon hearing that, Ahmed instructed Benjamin to wait on the ship. Eventually, his mother appeared, but Benjamin wasn't happy to see her. He was actually angry because she had lied to him about being dead when she was actually alive. In the end, Anna apologized and wanted to show Benjamin something important, but before she could do that, she insisted on examining Savannah first. Benjamin realized that his mother was suspicious of Savannah, so he assured Anna that Savannah was his friend. However, Anna remained cautious, fearing it might be too late to be safe. Once alone with Benjamin, Anna explained about the Zeus program she had created. She described it as her most advanced design, aimed at helping people overcome their bad habits and become better individuals by manipulating their brains. Unfortunately, the program attracted attention from various organizations, and Anna feared it might fall into the wrong hands. So she decided to run away and even left Benjamin behind to keep the program safe. After Anna explained everything, Benjamin finally understood that his mother's life hadn't been easy either. But he still had questions about why his mother was close to Peter. Anna revealed they had worked together at the Department of Defense. While they talked, Savannah discreetly opened her asthma medicine, which turned out to be a GPS tracker. The GPS sent a signal, which Larson immediately picked up on. Larson quickly mobilized his troops to arrest Anna. At first, they didn't suspect Savannah of betraying them, and Ahmed thought she didn't need to be suspected. Shortly after, Anna noticed on the security cameras that many troops were coming to arrest her. She realized that Savannah had betrayed her by revealing her location. There, Anna urged Benjamin to leave because she knew they were only after her. Reluctantly, Benjamin had to leave his mother again and fled with Ahmed, watching as his mother was taken away by the military. Meanwhile, at the Department of Defense camp, tensions rose as Larson admitted he was part of the Patriots. This surprised Peter, who had always thought the Patriots were just rumors. With Anna found, Larson ordered his troops to focus on capturing her. However, Savannah wasn't truly bad, cause she had been forced to betray Benjamin under pressure from Ingrid, who was actually not a caregiver, but a soldier still involved with the Patriot organization. Turns out, Ingrid had manipulated Savannah into getting close to Benjamin. Savannah's mission was to locate Anna, and now that she succeeded, Ingrid kept her promise to remove Savannah's negative record from the government database. Shortly after, Anna was arrested by Larson. She was pressured to finish the Zeus program, which could manipulate important government officials. This worried Anna because she didn't want her technology to be misused. Meanwhile, Benjamin returned to his mother's ship. Soon after, Savannah approached him and apologized. Benjamin was still upset, but Savannah assured him they could find Anna together, even though she didn't know her exact location. Savannah believed they had other ways. After realizing Ingrid wasn't trustworthy, Savannah knew they had to protect themselves. Savannah then asked Benjamin to go to a certain place online as a way to attract the Patriot troops so they would capture him. She believed this would eventually lead Benjamin to reunite with his mother. Meanwhile, Savannah contacted her school friends to reach out to Falcon, knowing he was also against the Patriot organization. Thankfully, her plan worked, and Benjamin was indeed captured, allowing him to meet his mother. Anna was worried when Benjamin arrived at the location. Before Benjamin could be influenced by Larson's program, Anna was pressured to finish the Zeus program she had created before a parliament meeting ended. On the other hand, Savannah tried to sabotage Larson's plan by inserting a USB drive from outside the building. Unfortunately, she was caught and ended up being tied up there. Now it's up to Benjamin's final plan. While they waited for the Zeus program to activate, Benjamin asked Peter to insert a USB drive that would destroy the program. At first, Peter didn't get it, but when Benjamin mentioned Peter's past close ties with Anna, Peter finally agreed to help. Meanwhile, Ingrid volunteered to use her brain manipulation abilities to harm Benjamin. However, he managed to damage the Zeus program, turning the tables. Ingrid underwent a complete change, becoming a new person, which was a social worker fighting against Larson. The damage Benjamin caused almost caused the computer to explode, so everyone scrambled to escape. However, Anna continued to work on improving the program to prevent its misuse. At first, Benjamin wanted to help his mother, but Larson caught him and warned that the Patriot organization's influence wasn't over yet, as they were spread worldwide. And at that time, Benjamin didn't take Larson seriously until the computer actually exploded and was destroyed. Thankfully, Benjamin survived, and Anna felt proud of his quick thinking in fighting Larson. Soon after, Falcon arrived, and Peter apologized for doubting Falcon's theory about the Patriots. Now Peter has proven that the Patriot organization indeed exists and was behind the explosion. He believes Patriot members are still out there. Meanwhile, Benjamin apologized to Savannah for misunderstanding her, and Savannah felt guilty for betraying him. With her records cleared, she will search for a new foster family. To repay her kindness, Benjamin promises to find a new foster family for her. The film ends. The moral lesson from this film is if you accidentally betray your friend, just erase your bad records and find a new foster family easy peasy.